Okay, everything on this desk has now been put away. We've cleaned it all up, and this I have laid out the Rome to Reformation curriculum by My Father's World. Okay, so let's just go through a few of these. This is the teacher's manual. This is the new program. So oftentimes I might buy it new. Or used, but this year I just went ahead and ordered directly from My Father's World. Since we are not participating in a classical conversations community this year, we had the extra funds to just go ahead and buy what I needed. And this will be for Stephen and Sarah, who is in 5th grade, and Stephen, who is in 8th grade, and it gives you a weekly overview about what you'll be learning in science, Bible, and history. Those are, and arts. Fine arts is what's included in My Father's World. And then I labeled the weeks 1 through 34, so I could just quickly turn to those. And then I've showed you this grid that they put out that tells you exactly what to do and gives you notes on how to do it, along with preparation and supply list. Yay! Okay, so we do learn the Greek and Latin root words. Last year we did Greek, and so this year we'll move on to Latin. We also do Latin in classical conversations. These are the read-alouds for the year: The Bronze Bow, Twice Freed, The Door in the Wall, and The Dangerous Journey. It's The Pilgrim's Progress, the story of the Pilgrim's Progress, which we've already read several times. But that'll be a different book. We've never read it in that. And this is the Bible history. The Bible and the history selection that they give you to go along with. So, and in the teacher's manual, it explains to you when to use these books, and some of them you may not even use all the way through, and some of them you use in different years. So we have Trial and Triumph. This one we've used every year so far that I've done My Father's World, and this is our 3rd year using it. And we also use the Bible, of course. We'll be learning about the life and times of Jesus, how the Bible came to us, the story of the world, ancient world encyclopedia. This is a great book. It has great pictures in it. We really enjoyed looking through it last year too. And then Augustus Caesar's World, the Roman Empire, with different activities to make. It's fun. And then the medieval world is much like the ancient world. Pretty pictures to look at. And then Streams of Civilization is one that we also used last year in our history with Creation of Greeks. And then for science this year, we are doing the human body and astronomy. So we've been through this book when we first started homeschooling, I believe, is when we did this. So it'll be a nice refresher to go through it again. Then we have and I also have Apologia's anatomy book, so we can certainly use that to go along with our human body study too, because it was very good. And we picked bits and pieces from it, so I can do that again. Human body for everybody, every kid, the body book, and the wonderful way that babies are made. And then this is what we will use for the arts. I know one of the composers this year is Beethoven. Chess, which is going to be wonderful because I've always wanted to know how to play chess, and it always confuses me, so I hope I'll know how to play by the end of this year. I'll let you know. Make a castle. And last year we were hit or miss. We used this book also in art. We were hit or miss with it because we did so much art in classical conversation, so I expect that maybe we can get more of it this year. I don't know. We'll see. But these are the books that are included with the Rome to Reformation series. And then over here on the shelf, don't know if you can see it or not, are the CDs. So let me pull those out. That go along with the art study. Mozart. And those are the composers for this year. Beethoven, Haydn. Alright, so that is the Rome to Reformation study. Okay, next up for Sarah, who is in 5th grade, and Stephen, who will be going to 7th, and actually even Jonathan, who is going into 10th. This is what we'll be doing. This is Classical Conversations, and we will be doing Cycle 2. That is one thing that Jonathan missed the most. This is supposed to be for the grammar stage, but you know what? If you didn't get it in the grammar stage, you're still in the grammar stage, no matter what grade you're in. No matter if you're 40 years old, like myself. I'm still learning it as well. I still consider myself to be in the grammar stage. So he really enjoys learning, and he misses out on the songs that we do, and he asked to be a part of this. So this is something that we will all do. It typically takes about 30 minutes for us to go over the categories each day. And so being a tutor with a community, I had many of the books that were required to go with, like the art section. I had the drawing with children, and the Van Cleve's science book, and the Great Artist book, and I have this My Body book too that'll go along with our My Father's World studies as well. So I had a lot of this stuff already, so might as well utilize it here with my own children as well. And I don't know how much of it will get done. Of course, we will not go through every page on those books, but we will pick and choose the categories to go along with what we're learning. So in Cycle 2 of Classical Conversations, you study about Charlemagne, the Renaissance, the Reformation, the presidents. Your geography covers Europe and Asia, and you do biomes, planets, the laws of motion, thermodynamics, and the math is the same, and the English grammar. The Latin will be the verb endings and the first conjugation, verb endings of the first conjugation, and then you do pronouns, adjectives, and adverbs for grammar. And I picked up the trivium table for the geography with the Europe map keys and the plain black line maps, because we really enjoy these. The kids enjoy trying to find them on their own, and that was a big resource to us when we were in a community that we used at home. And then this is the memory work. This is the 4th edition as well, so I had the 3rd too. But we moved up when we changed over last year. We went along so we could keep up. I also, for this year, I have these. We use these with games. They are the memory work on color-coded by week, and they just play games with those. It could be memory games. It's anything. We use different kinds of games. This is the first time we have used this. It's the prescripts for handwriting. It also includes some drawing in it, how to draw. So that'll go along with the weekly things that we're learning. It has the history sentence that we'll be learning, and then it has a little bit more about it and how to draw it. So elements of drawing as well. So I'll make copies of this for our family to do. Actually, that needs to be done now while I'm yearly planning too, so that's a great reminder for myself. But we will all three be doing this. All 3 children will be doing Classical Conversations with the memory work and everything this year. Okay, next up are readers. Sarah this year is going to do the Little House series, so she's very much looking forward to that. Those will be her reading, and we will do reading comprehension guides from Veritas Press with those. I don't have that in yet or ordered yet. Another to do on the summer planning list. And Jonathan actually has readers in his curriculum that he's doing, but he does have some free weeks for reading too. So he and Stephen both will be doing the Narnia series with, again, comprehension guides from Veritas Press. I'm debating. IEW has a writing course that goes with the Narnia series too, and I'm debating about that because I already have their student writing intensive B course. Jonathan has already done this, and I thought Stephen went through 3 years of essentials with classical conversation, so he's done the theme U.S. history book, he's done the theme medieval history book, I can't remember the other one, but anyway, he's done several of the theme books by IEW, and I thought this would be a good refresher for him to go back and to study all the elements of style and writing that he has learned over the past 3 years. So, and it's a DVD program, so it's something that I feel fully he could do on his own because he's ready. As far as Sarah goes, she will be in the 5th grade, but we are still probably, I may start her out in this on a smaller version and not require as much from her as I do Stephen. But I also still have the All Things Fun and Fascinating book from IEW that she has been working in for the past couple of years, and we haven't gone all the way through that, so we may stick with that. And for grammar, all 3 this year, we're going to try this out. This is new. Have no idea how it's going to fit our family, but I'll let you know at the end of the year. For spelling, both Stephen and Sarah use Spelling Workout, and I'm going to get Jonathan one for this year too. His spelling has picked up fairly well, but he could use a little bit of refresher. I'm still debating. Maybe I might just use his writing. Spelling is my arch nemesis. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and say it. I have used All About Spelling. I've used Abeka spelling. I've used sequential spelling. I've used a lot of different spelling programs, and I just honestly, spelling is not difficult for me at all. It's something that has come pretty easily for me without any problems, but all 3 of my children struggle with it, and I don't exactly know how to help them. This did help Stephen and Sarah last year, and I probably should get their books to show you, but they begin the spelling list, and they give you the spelling words, and I know that's very little, so you probably can't see it, but they always put it in a story, all your spelling words in a story, and that helps them to relate. So I'm thinking what I may do is use a little bit of the Charlotte Mason method with this, and dictate a sentence and study them that way. I don't know. I'm still debating, so I hate to say what I'm going to do there, but spelling is just something that they all 3 struggle with. But I have seen that as Jonathan goes through year after year that he's improving, so maybe it's just a practice thing. I don't know, but Spelling Workout does work for us, and we do it a little bit differently. I put their spelling words on spellingcity.com, which is a free program, and it also has an iPod app, which that's the part they love, because I plug their spelling words in on spellingcity.com, and then they get their iPod out, and there are games on the iPod that they could play with their spelling words for the week. They can also take their test on that iPod, or we do it that way. And here in this, it has sheets that the teacher can copy on a review week that has a list of words that they choose which one's right and which one's wrong. Like this. See which one's spelled right and which one's spelled wrong. And we've used that. And we've also used just the regular old call out a sentence with the spelling word and then write it on notebook paper. The thing I love about this is it gives me a sentence to say. I can't believe how many times often I struggle just to come up with a sentence with the word. So I do like the sentences that are included in this spelling curriculum. And like I say, it's the best one so far for us, but as far as seeing any improvement in spelling, I can with Jonathan. But Stephen and Sarah still struggle somewhat, and they all still struggle somewhat. We're still working on praying over that one. Anybody has any suggestions of anything that has worked for them, I would love to hear it. Alright, next up we have math, and we are still just going to stick with teaching textbooks, which comes with a student book. It comes with the CDs that they do put in that has the lectures on them, and these are